So welcome to the second week. You're going to start with something that looks very familiar. We did squats last week for week 1. So the same thing, you're going to start with the feet hip distance apart. Then you're going to slowly start to bend the knees and bring your hips back and have your weight into your heels, lifting the arms slightly in front of the body. When you go to your deepest point, then you start to rise up, squeezing the glutes, and come all the way to standing. This is a squat jump. So you're going to start in the squat position just like we began the workout, but this time instead of coming just to standing, you're going to jump and land in a squat again. So for the plank, you're going to start with your hands and knees on the floor. Your knees are hip distance apart, your hands are underneath your shoulders. And for the plank, you're going to begin to start to lift one leg at a time, tucking the toes, holding the abdominals up and being supported, with the head and neck aligned with the rest of the spine. Last week we practiced the lunges. This week we're going to include a crane pose. So you're going to turn to the side of the mat, step backwards instead of front forward, bend both knees into a 90-degree angle, then lift the knee forward into crane pose. Same thing, left side, step back into your lunge, lift the knee into crane pose, and step down. This next variation of the lunge, we're going to step forward again instead of backwards, and then we're going to add a twist. So prepare, feet hip distance apart, step forward into the lunge, 90-degree angle, cross the arms will be helpful, twist a little to the right, twist a little bit to the left, make sure your hips don't move with you, and I'll show you again on the left side. Step forward, twist left, twist right without moving the hips. It's just the torso twisting. So you're going to start on the floor for your push-ups. Again, hands are shoulder distance apart, right underneath the shoulders. Knees are hip distance apart and right underneath the hips. Then you begin to extend the legs again and lift like we did in plank. Then you're going to go down for a push-up, bending the elbows, go as close to the floor as you can, and then straighten the arms back up. For the modified push-up, you're going to start on the floor again, same setup and prep as the plank and the push-up. But this time you're going to walk your hands a little bit more forward and press the hips forward towards the mat. So your head and your tail are in a diagonal line. Hands are still underneath your shoulders. Then bend the elbows, go down to the floor, towards the floor, and then back up. So for week 2, we're going to repeat the plank during this part of the workout. So we got you set up on the mat, start to extend the legs, draw the belly in, find length from all the way down to your head to your tail. And your legs are going to work hard, your arms are going to work hard, and you're going to focus on breathing. So for week 2, we're going to do the reverse crunches again, but they're going to be slightly different, a little more difficult. If you don't want to do the more difficult version, simply just keep your knees bent at 90 degrees. If you want to do the more difficult version, you're going to have your legs straight up to the ceiling. So you're going to prepare, lie down on the mat, hands by your side for support, draw the abs in, extend the legs up to the ceiling, make sure your lower back is pressed against the floor or the mat. Then you're going to begin to lower the legs down as much as you can support. So if your lower back wants to leave the floor, then you just simply have gone too far. Everyone will be different, and making a big range of motion is not necessarily the correct way to do these. So just make sure you're paying attention to your lower back. So for mountain climber, you're going to start in your plank position. Abs are working hard. You're going to draw one leg up, draw it in towards your chest, and place that foot down. Opposite side. Tuck the knee in, place the foot down. You can go as fast as you possibly can, feeling supported. You can even go a little faster with a little bounce. You'll know what's right for you. So again, from week 1, we're going to progress with the crunches. Keep in mind you can always keep your legs at the 90-degree angle like week 1. If you'd like the more advanced version, you're going to keep your legs straight up to the ceiling. So again, lie down, bring your legs straight up to the ceiling,
Make sure your abdominal muscles are drawing towards the floor. Hands behind the head and neck, elbows nice and wide. And then you're just going to come up for that crunch, lifting the shoulders, the head and the neck. And bring it back down.
You've made it through week 2's exercises. Just remember to do it every day. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. Thanks and have a great week.